Hello, dear friends, and welcome to another episode of Musica Maestra, this time in Stuttgart with the Staatsorchester Stuttgart. And we have a beautiful soloist, German pianist Elisabeth Braus with us, playing the Mozart Concerto K488 in A major, one of my favorite pieces. And we will be showing you a bit of the rehearsal and also how we work on the piece together, and a little bit about her life and her beautiful career at the age of 25. I hope you enjoy it. I haven't played this beautiful piece since 20 years, almost. You were born in 95, no?
Exactly.
So I'm 15 years older than you. I played it when I was 20, maybe 25, 23, 25. And it's my favorite Mozart concerto. So
Mine too.
Yes?
Yeah.
Tell me about how was your first encounter with the piece?
I had the opportunity to record it for a radio project, and this was actually my first time learning it. It was 3 years ago, I think, or 2 years ago. And before that, I heard a lot of recordings, and I always dreamed about the second movement, because for me this is one of the most beautiful Mozart moments somehow.
Yes.
And also some themes in the first and the third movement. For me, this is so much my Mozart somehow.
Yeah.
So I'm so happy we can play it now.
But I will do my best.
Sure.
I will do my best. What do you feel about this music? What do you imagine? Do you usually have a picture or characters, or do you just think phrases musically? How do you work?
Somehow, for me, all inspiration comes from the music, through the music, for the music somehow. And I never imagine a certain person or a place or colors. I try to get lost, obviously, in the moment. The intuition is not so much about creating something randomly in the moment, but more about picking the right option in the right moment somehow.
So do you surprise yourself sometimes in concerts with what happens? Or is it always something that you already knew was going to happen?
I always know in a certain bar, let's say I would like to build up the intensity somehow. But on stage it can mean so many different things. Then it can be maybe hopeful, and on another day it's almost maniac, I don't know, or on other days maybe it's even hopeless or something. Musical phrasing has something to do with nature as well, and should be logical in a way that also comes from the music and from the text. And I try not to get too lost in my own feelings, so I try to be prepared and know about the different possibilities to play a certain place.
started very young at 4, I heard.
Yes, around 4.
Because your parents are musicians. Tell me about
Yes.
your parents.
Both my parents are professional musicians. My mom is a viola player, and my father is a conductor. And obviously, he also played a lot of piano at home, and that's why I started. I had no choice, and for me.
So was it something that they wanted you to do very much?
No.
Well, no.
All the things that are essential to me, or that became essential to me as an artist, but also as a human, were so natural at home, and. There's no day where we don't talk about music or art or literature at dinner or lunch, and everyone in the family gets involved. I think this helped me so much to be able to develop an own perception of art, sense of art, idea of music, life in general, and I could not be more thankful.
Shall we play again? Just to see if it happens. Because what's amazing, I feel, is that it's like speaking a language, basically.
Yep.
We can talk all we want, but there's only so much we can do with words. But when we play, I feel there's a new connection, no?
Exactly.
It's like we're talking, we're being together, but in another dimension.
Yep.
And that's what I love about music, about playing, about conducting. And actually, this piece, when I was your age, I conducted and played, was the only thing that I've ever conducted and played. Then I decided it was better to do one or the other, but better. Are you ever desiring to conduct?
Never, ever. I'm so untalented, and also I have such a high respect, really, for conducting and playing the piano. I mean, both at the same time. I don't know how to do it, and also for conducting in general. It's really such a mystery to me, and I'm so grateful for fantastic conductors.
Okay, thank you. Let's see. Take 2. Do you use the left pedal when you do that, or not really? It's tricky.
It depends on the piano, and also, for example, this time I use it a little more than I should, because I know we're playing. Yes, because I know we're playing more for microphones than for the audience. Of course, and with a great hall, you should always try to avoid the left pedal as a general color. I think as a special color in certain places, yeah. But sometimes when and when you want to make something especially beautiful, then I always
You put it down. I want to hug you, but I can't.
So unfair.
Thank you so much. You helped me transport myself back to when I was your age, and it's so special. Thank you very much.